Sometimes, deciphering the signs that a woman is into you can feel like a cruel joke played by fate. Women are different and often act in ways that are not easy for men to understand. You've gone through all the self-help books, but things still seem as confusing as ever. Don't worry, you're not alone. In today's video, we won't bog you down with cumbersome rules or complicated formulas. Instead, we'll take you on a journey through the philosophy of Stoicism, a philosophy that values simplicity and clarity. You might be surprised to learn that recognizing when a woman likes you and is flirting with you doesn't have to be a tough puzzle. We'll explore how to confidently and clearly perceive these signs without falling into the trap of useless speculation. In the spirit of Stoic philosophy, let's face the world with clarity and patience. Join us as we uncover the 10 secret signs behind smiles and glances and see if there's more than meets the eye with a woman you're interested in. Before we dive in, I'd really appreciate it if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Stick around until the end because each point is significant and might uncover some new insights for you. All right, let's go. Number 1, intense eye contact. Isn't it captivating when you catch someone's gaze lingering on yours just a little longer than usual? In the realm of human interactions, eye contact can be a profoundly meaningful gesture, especially in the context of potential attraction. From a Stoic perspective, we are taught to observe our impressions and respond to them with reason and detachment. Let's explore this common yet intriguing phenomenon. Intense eye contact, particularly when it comes from someone who might find you attractive, is not just a casual glance. It's a significant non-verbal cue. When a woman is interested in you, her eyes tend to linger on you more than might seem coincidental. Imagine you're in a crowded room buzzing with conversation and laughter, yet her gaze finds a path to yours. This deliberate eye contact is a subtle yet potent form of communication, essentially her way of flirting without saying a word. For Stoics, recognizing this would mean understanding the cue calmly and responding wisely rather than impulsively. Consider a few everyday scenarios. You're sitting in a cozy cafe immersed in a book, and when you look up, there's an engaging stare from someone across the room that seems to draw you in. Or at a social gathering, you notice amidst the noise and movement that she repeatedly meets your eyes with a smile. These aren't mere coincidences, but signals of interest and affection. Historically and across many cultures, sustained eye contact has been recognized as a sign of affection, interest, and intimacy. It's how human beings have silently communicated their feelings long before words are exchanged. In the philosophy of Stoicism, we might see this as an impression, an indication of something significant that demands a thoughtful and composed response. If you're someone who practices Stoicism, you might analyze this interaction calmly, seeing her gaze as an invitation to possibly engage in a deeper connection. It's essential to approach such situations with the clarity and peace that Stoicism promotes, recognizing the potential for a meaningful interaction while maintaining your equanimity. So, when someone gives you a long, meaningful look, they might be flirting. It's her way of signaling interest, perhaps a gentle prompt that she would like to get to know you better. Such moments are ripe for the Stoic practice of thoughtful engagement, seeing the opportunity in the impression and responding not just with your emotions, but with reasoned consideration. Number 2, reflecting your actions. In Stoicism, we are encouraged to be attentive and purposeful in our interactions, understanding the deeper meanings behind simple behaviors. One such behavior is reflecting, where someone subconsciously imitates your gestures, speech patterns, or attitudes. This often indicates rapport and can significantly enhance feelings of attraction. It's a powerful way to communicate non-verbally, and when done subtly, it can signal that someone is interested in you. Imagine you're at a small social gathering with friends, and you notice that every time you glance at her, she's already making eye contact with you. Or perhaps during a conversation, she leans in whenever you do, matching your posture and engagement. Have you ever fixed your hair or adjusted your clothing and seen her do something similar immediately afterward? Even small gestures like nodding when you nod during a discussion are examples of reflecting. From a Stoic perspective, we might interpret this behavior as an alignment of inner attitudes expressed through physical actions. It's fascinating because it not only indicates potential attraction, but also psychological alignment. Stoicism values harmony in relationships, and reflecting can be a subconscious testament to this harmony. Research suggests that the more time people spend together, the more their habits and behaviors start to align. This synchronization isn't limited to physical gestures. It extends to matching each other's pace and volume in conversation, and even using similar vocabulary. It's a sign of increasing compatibility and comfort with one another. Although opposites might attract initially, it's often the commonalities and shared actions that build stronger connections. Pay attention to these small signs. They can provide valuable insights into your relationships and connections. If you notice someone mimicking what you do, it could be the beginning of a deeper bond or a new friendship. By being observant and understanding the significance of these actions, you can navigate social interactions more effectively, fostering deeper and more meaningful relationships. Number 3, abundant praise. Men especially enjoy receiving compliments from women as it boosts their self-esteem, providing a verbal pat on the back that says, "You're doing great." However, it takes on a deeper significance when it comes from someone who might be romantically interested in you. When a woman is attracted to a man, one way she expresses this is through compliments. These aren't just friendly gestures, they're strategic, flirtatious, and subtly effective. If she begins to shower you with kind words, not just about your appearance, but also about your personality, sense of humor, or how you handle various situations, that's her way of flirting. She's not merely being polite. She's letting you know she likes what she sees and appreciates who you are. Picture this. You've just nailed a presentation at work, and she tells you, "You really have a way with words. It was impressive." Or perhaps you're both at a friend's barbecue, and she remarks, "You have such a great way of making everyone feel at ease." These compliments aren't just casual observations, they are clear indicators of her interest and admiration. From a Stoic perspective, the act of giving and receiving compliments can be seen as an exercise in understanding and managing emotions, both yours and others. Stoicism teaches us not to be swayed by external affirmations, but to appreciate them judiciously. It reminds us to be mindful of why compliments feel good and to respond with grace and equanimity, recognizing the intentions behind them without letting them cloud our judgment. Compliments do more than just make a person feel good. They open doors to deeper communication and connection. When a woman compliments a man, she's not just saying nice things, she's communicating her respect and admiration. She's making it clear how she feels, which can be particularly heartwarming and motivating. When someone compliments you, take a moment to truly appreciate it. Consider why they said it and what it means. Whether it's just a nice moment or could lead to something more, remember that compliments are a wonderful way people show appreciation and connect with each other. Number 4, genuine curiosity. Have you noticed how curious someone becomes when they're attracted to you? It's a universal sign that is easy to recognize if you pay attention. Women, often praised for their perceptive and inquisitive natures, tend to dive deep when they are interested in someone. This curiosity is their way of exploring the world of the person who has caught their eye. It's not just casual chit-chat, it's a meaningful exploration driven by genuine interest. If a woman starts asking about your background, your future dreams, or even your daily preferences, take note. She's not merely making conversation, she's showing a clear interest in who you are and what makes you tick. For instance, if you're having coffee and she begins to ask about your career aspirations or hobbies, or during a group outing, she inquires about your family or where you grew up, these aren't random questions. They are deliberate attempts to understand you better. If she goes further to ask if you're single or subtly probes to see if there's someone special in your life, that's even more indicative of her interest. This level of inquiry is a bold move in the flirting playbook. Stoicism, a philosophy that values wisdom and self-control, offers an interesting perspective on these interactions. It teaches us to observe our reactions to such inquiries with a calm and rational mindset. Understanding why these questions affect us the way they do can help us respond more thoughtfully. Moreover, when she shares her own likes and dislikes during these conversations, she's subtly checking for compatibility, seeing if there's common ground for a deeper relationship. Whether or not you catch these hints, they are her way of telling you, I like you and I'm interested in seeing where this could go. So, if you find yourself in a conversation where the questions delve into deeper personal topics, pause and consider the intention behind them. See it as a sign of genuine interest and possibly the start of something deeper. Whether you decide to open up or not, responding sincerely can lead to a meaningful connection, or at the very least, a respectful and enjoyable exchange. Number 5, laughter and smiles. From a Stoic perspective, recognizing how emotions surface during interactions can offer valuable insights into our relationships. When a woman is interested in you, her reactions, like smiling and laughing, can be significant indicators. Smiles and laughter are universal expressions of joy and comfort, and when a woman is flirting, these reactions become more pronounced. You may observe her smile widening whenever she catches your eye, clearly indicating her engagement and interest. These smiles and the accompanying laughter are not just casual pleasantries, they are genuine responses to connection and enjoyment. Think back to the last time you shared a fun moment with someone. If a woman likes you, her smile will be more than polite. It will be warm and often accompanied by a blush. This blushing is a natural reaction to excitement or affection, a physical sign of her emotional state that Stoicism teaches us to value for its authenticity. Humor is a critical element here. Women generally appreciate men who can make them laugh. Your sense of humor can not only lift her spirits, but also draw her closer to you. Have you ever told a simple joke and noticed her laughing heartily? Such laughter, especially if it seems disproportionate to the joke, is a strong sign of her interest. It shows she enjoys your company and finds joy in your interactions, beyond just the content of the joke. So if you make a joke and she laughs freely, take it as a positive sign. It's her way of expressing that she enjoys your humor and, by extension, your presence. In Stoic terms, this is an opportunity to respond with balanced joy and appreciation for the budding connection rather than getting overly excited. Next time you're conversing and notice these joyful expressions, take a moment to observe and reflect. Stoicism teaches that every impression is a chance to practice virtue and understanding. Smiles and laughter in response to your actions can be more than mere politeness. They can be genuine signs of attraction and affinity. This awareness allows you to engage more deeply, understanding the formation of stronger connections. Number 6. Dressing to impress. When a woman is interested in you, one of the clues might be the extra effort she puts into her appearance. She may opt for an outfit that makes her feel incredibly confident and attractive. This isn't just about vanity, it taps into a fundamental aspect of human psychology. Men are typically very visual, and research suggests that they can decide whether they find a woman attractive in mere seconds. This instinctual behavior explains why a woman trying to capture your attention will often wear clothes that highlight her best features, whether it's a perfectly fitted dress or a casual outfit that looks effortlessly chic. Consider the details, the way her hair is styled to fall perfectly, or how her clothes seem tailored to accentuate her physique. These subtle yet powerful signals are intentional. Imagine being at a social event and noticing that the person you're talking to frequently adjusts her outfit or hair whenever you look away. These actions are not accidental. They are her silent way of showing that she cares about how you perceive her. It's a form of non-verbal communication driven by a desire to connect. Stoicism teaches us to be aware of and control our responses. Observing such behavior gives us an opportunity to reflect on our reactions and understand the deeper motivations behind our attraction. It's about recognizing the intention and effort someone puts into presenting themselves, not just their physical appearance. When you see someone dressed in a way that captures your attention, it's more than just a visual appeal. It's a sophisticated form of flirting. They are essentially perfecting the art of attraction without saying a word. If you find yourself in this situation, take a moment to appreciate not only what you see, but also the thought and effort behind it. This awareness allows you to understand and engage with the situation more thoughtfully. Number 7. Morning and evening messages. When a woman consistently sends you messages at the start and end of her day, it carries more significance than it might initially seem. These texts, which might be as simple as "good morning, have a great day," or "good night, sleep well," speak volumes through their regularity. This habit demonstrates affection and care, indicating that she's thinking of you during the most routine parts of her day. Consider some everyday examples. Imagine you've begun dating someone, and regardless of how her day has gone, it always begins with a cheerful message from her and ends with a sweet good night wish. Or perhaps after a date, she texts to ensure you got home safely, or in the morning, she asks if you slept well. These aren't mere formalities, they are expressions of genuine concern and interest. In Stoicism, we are encouraged to observe not just what is said, but also the underlying reasons behind it and what it reveals about a person's state of mind and feelings toward us. These morning and night texts are her subtle way of showing that she cares, that she's interested, and that you are on her mind. It's her method of maintaining a connection with you even when you're not physically together. This form of flirting is both tender and telling. It's her way of integrating her thoughts of you into her daily routine, showing that she values your well-being and enjoys being part of your day. For someone practicing Stoicism, recognizing this can help you respond thoughtfully. It's an invitation to acknowledge the affection being offered and to consider how you might reciprocate this thoughtfulness and care in your interactions. So when you receive a morning or night text, take a moment to reflect on its significance. It's more than just a message. It's a small sign of someone caring about you and thinking of you throughout their day. These moments provide a great opportunity to express gratitude and kindness, building a stronger connection that could lead to something meaningful. Number 8. Playful teasing. Playful teasing is a common flirting tactic used by both men and women. However, women are often more selective about who they allow into their comfort zone. When a woman teases you, whether by playfully poking fun at something you've done or jokingly challenging you, it's a sign that she feels at ease around you. This comfort level indicates her interest and willingness to create a bond. Imagine spending time with someone you're interested in. If she brings up a funny and slightly embarrassing story from your past just to make you laugh or playfully nudges you during a conversation, these actions are not random. They are her way of showing affection and building a shared space of intimacy and laughter. From a Stoic perspective, these actions should be seen as invitations to engage more deeply with her. Stoicism teaches us to respond with wisdom and composure, valuing these moments as opportunities to strengthen connections. Playful teasing serves as a bridge to deeper communication, fostering trust and mutual understanding. Women also use teasing to capture and hold attention. For example, she might playfully suggest an outlandish idea or an unlikely scenario to see how you react. This kind of banter keeps the interaction lively and allows her to gauge your sense of humor and flexibility. If a woman teases you next time, don't brush it off. Recognize it as her way of showing interest and being comfortable enough with you to let her guard down. In the spirit of Stoicism, respond with humor and openness, allowing the connection to deepen naturally. This kind of interaction not only makes your time together enjoyable, but also builds a foundation for a relationship where both comfort and affection are reciprocated. Number 9. The hair flip. You've likely noticed it before, a woman flipping her hair back as she laughs or casually tossing her hair while making eye contact with you. These actions are not random. They are part of how she communicates her attraction. When a woman plays with her hair, whether she's flipping it, twirling it around her finger, or gently brushing it away from her face, these are signs that she might find you appealing. To illustrate, imagine you're in a casual conversation at a cafe and you notice she's frequently flipping her hair while maintaining eye contact with you. Or perhaps during a meeting, she repeatedly pulls her hair back or rearranges it while looking your way. These actions are quite revealing. Body language experts suggest that when a woman is attracted to someone, she might unconsciously want to expose more of her skin. Moving her hair away from her face and neck is a natural way to do this. The hair flip can also be seen as a form of grooming, a behavior rooted in the instinct to present oneself in the best possible light to someone of interest. This grooming behavior is not just about vanity, it's about signaling attraction. When she adjusts her hair, especially in a way that seems to accentuate her features or exposes her neck, it is often an unconscious effort to draw attention. From a Stoic perspective, observing these signals gives us an opportunity to practice self-control and rational analysis. Understanding why a hair flip or any similar gesture affects us can help us respond more thoughtfully. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and appreciate the intent behind the action. Are these signs of genuine interest, or are they simply habitual gestures? This discernment can lead to deeper insights into human behavior and our relationships. In essence, if you catch someone twirling their hair while you're talking, pause and consider what that might signify. Paying attention to these subtle signs can strengthen our connections with others, helping us stay present and engaged during conversations. Number 10, physical touch. When someone is attracted to you, they often find subtle ways to initiate physical contact. This isn't a coincidence. It's a deliberate and instinctive action meant to create a closer bond. When a woman is attracted to someone, she might touch them lightly as a clear yet understated indicator of her interest. This could be as simple as a gentle touch on your arm or shoulder during a conversation. These touches might seem casual, but they usually indicate that she feels comfortable around you and wants to establish a connection. For example, imagine you're both laughing over a joke, and she lightly taps your arm or playfully nudges you. These actions are not just playful gestures, they are driven by deeper psychological instincts. Touch has a profound effect on human relationships. It's not merely about the physical contact itself, but what that contact represents. Touching releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which enhances feelings of trust and attachment. This hormone plays a crucial role in human bonding, whether between a mother and her newborn or between romantic partners. Consider a few more examples. She might brush against your hand accidentally on purpose when you both reach for something simultaneously, or she might find a reason to touch your thigh when sitting close or lean in closer than necessary. These actions often speak louder than words. From a Stoic perspective, it's essential to observe these interactions with a balanced view. Stoicism teaches us to understand and manage our responses to emotions. When someone initiates physical contact, it's natural to feel a rush of excitement or happiness if you're interested in them too. However, Stoicism would advise us to appreciate these moments with a rational mind, understanding the intent behind the touch without letting emotions cloud our judgment. So next time you notice these subtle cues, take a moment to consider what they signify. If you're interested, responding with similar warmth can foster a deeper connection. If not, handling the situation with kindness and clear communication will respect both your feelings and theirs. Recognizing the significance of touch can lead to more meaningful and respectful interactions. As we conclude our exploration today, we hope you found our dive into the philosophy of Stoicism and the subtle signs a woman might be interested in you both enlightening and useful. Approaching relationships with clarity and simplicity, as discussed, can make understanding those around you easier and less stressful. Before you go, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks for watching and for your continued support. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. We're always eager to hear from you, so don't hesitate to leave a comment below with your thoughts, experiences, or even questions about today's topic. Engaging with your comments is one of the highlights of what we do, and we love crafting content that resonates with your life and experiences. Your support is immensely appreciated, and we look forward to bringing more interesting, thoughtful, and inspiring videos your way. See you in the next video.